Hey guys, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm here to just make a quick video just to kind of show my face, and also I was just watching my friend Michelle's video. If you haven't checked it out, go over and check it out, where she is changing baby Louie and has a little bit of a conversation about scents, and it got me thinking, guys. It made me think about, because I've actually talked about this, I believe, with Michelle at some point in time, that if we talk about scents of our dolls, like we were talking about, like, does, like, for instance, like, does your silicone have a scent to it? Does it have a smell? And I guess some do, some don't. And I can safely say that the only dolls that I'm aware of, silicone dolls, we're talking about silicone dolls, that I'm aware of that have a particular scent are from Claire Taylor. I've had other dolls from lots of other artists, but they never had a specific scent to them. It was like literally no scent at all, and like, we can put the wafer scent things inside of a cloth body to a doll, but for a full body silicone, like, if it doesn't come with a scent, it doesn't smell like anything. And so she was talking about something a little bit different, but I wanted to associate it with, like, my experience of scents. And I also wanted to ask those of you out there, do you associate a specific scent to your dolls, to your hobby? If you have a nursery, do you have certain scent that you like to have in the nursery? Because I don't, in particular. Like, I love a nice fragrant smell if it's light, but I'm also not a perfume person. Like, I don't wear perfume. I wear a very light body spray I mean, people can smell it, but it's not something like that I notice, because I'm used to it and it's very light. I've tried different perfumes, and too perfumey gets really, it bothers my allergies, which I'm very allergic to a lot of things. But also, it's that it can, too much of a strong scent, if I'm like burning candles or anything like that, will also make me feel nauseous because of the odor. So I tend to be quite sensitive to that. So I don't have like a scent in my nursery that I associate with my dolls or the collecting or the hobby. However, that being said, I have obviously Monroe, who is a Claire Taylor silicone doll, and Claire's silicone smells very specific. It does have a scent to it. And it's the only silicone dolls, and it's every one of them that I've had from her that have this very specific, it's the same smell every single time, which makes me giggle, because I thought, oh, maybe it's just, what all silicone dolls smell like. And then I started asking my friends, and then I start remembering that previous dolls, and then after having Claire Taylor's silicones and having Romy Stridham, gosh, the gamut. Once I noticed, I started sniffing my silicone dolls that were not Claire Taylor dolls to see if they had a scent. And then I came to realize that it's something very specific to Claire's dolls, and only Claire's dolls, which is very interesting to me. I don't know if she purposely puts a scent in there. I don't think it's the paints, because the paints, could be the matting, I don't know, but I know that other artists use the same brand of paints and matting. So I don't think it's that. And maybe she purposely puts like a scent, or I should say her husband, who does the pouring, into the silicone when they're mixing it. I have no idea, but it's very specific. And I associate that scent to my doll collecting. So even though Monroe is going to be 5 years old this month, 5 years old, I'm still like, phew, mind blown. But when I keep her in this room with me, which I do most of the time, she's in my office. This is my office. She is behind the camera, and she is in her stroller. And when I don't have her like out and I'm not doing something with her, I do keep her covered with blankets, or the stroller at least, so that less dust and things are floating around her, right? But when I peek in at her, like on a busy day like today, like I'm just breaking away for a few minutes in between my meetings and wanted to make this video, but like I'll also peek in at her, and I can smell that scent that comes from her. And it literally takes me back to all of the happy, warm, fuzzy, happy wonderful feelings that come with her. Almost like when you smell a living newborn, they have a scent to them. So for me, I associate Monroe as my own little silicone newborn that has her own little scent, and it takes me back to all of the things that I love about her, and it just encompasses all of the things that make me happy, like you would associate with a newborn. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Which is why I'm asking, do you have, like, have you noticed, like, if you have particularly just reborns, vinyl reborns, then you may have like the scented wafers that are inside their bodies, and that's what you enjoy and like to associate with your dolls and the collecting and all the happiness that encompasses them. I'm curious if you guys, either maybe you haven't noticed and it's just kind of happens on its own. That's kind of me until I actually took notice of it. And now it's just, I'm aware of it. It's in the forefront of my brain. I think about it. And then literally, you know, when I peek in at her and I smell the scent of her silicone, it takes me back to the happy place where I like to be, that is all encompassing Monroe for me. And so I just would like to know if you guys out there do the same thing. Do you associate a scent? Do you light candles? If you have a nursery space or where you have your dolls displayed, do you like to have like a scent for them? I know a lot of collectors like the baby cologne, and they'll spray like the clothing before they put it on their dolls. I've never done that. Like I said, too much of a scent literally can make me feel nauseous and nauseated all the time if I smell it, and I'm just very careful about over scenting things. So I just don't generally, you know, unless we lose power, I'm not lighting a candle. It's just not something that I do. Just because, like I said, I'm just super sensitive to odors of any kind. And so, yeah, share if you'd like to share, because I find this really interesting, and I love that Michelle has found a new scent that she gets all, as she says in her video, scenty. She's getting all scenty. And it reminds her of the scent of when she went to meet Lee for the first time. Her house smelled so beautiful that she wanted to find that scent and have it for her own space because she had enjoyed it so much. And I love that. I think that that's like, we associate our senses, whether it's scent, sight, smell, taste, hear, like we associate our senses with experiences. And for a lot of us, I think when we talk about babies and baby things, like the sense, our sense of smell is very prominent, and part of the enjoyment. And if, you know, it goes in the opposite direction. So if you have, like, for those of us that don't smoke, if you receive a doll that is, you know, permeated with smoke and you can't get that smell out, it ruins the experience. So like there's a negative association with a scent as well, but like I want to focus on like the happy, wonderful, you know, sense of whatever you enjoy, if you do. And please share it below, because I think it's really interesting. I think it just ties together all the things we love about the hobby. At least it does for me. So when Michelle started talking about it and shared it in a video, I thought, oh, that's very interesting. I have a different take on it, of course, because we're all very different. And I won't light candles, and I won't rush out to get the product that she had found, because it's just me. However, I do have my own sense of scent. It's a tongue twister there, that I associate my hobby with and my love for Monroe with, which I find is very unique and interesting. So, and if you have a silicone doll out there, have you smelled them before? There's another question. Have you smelled it? Do you smell a specific scent on your doll? I'd be curious to know if you've ever picked up on that. And same with vinyls. I know a lot of vinyl dolls now come with a scent wafer inside their cloth body so that they smell like babies. Baby powder is generally the scent wafers that I've ever seen or received. I've not received any inside the body, but I have received them to add into the body if I want to. So I do have them in little packages in my drawer in my nursery. But I haven't used them because they're just too strong for me. Delicate flower I am, apparently. But anyways, just a fun little chat. Just wanted to be able to pop in and say hello on this beautiful Wednesday. The sun is out. It stopped raining here finally after days of rain, so I'm very happy about that. But please share below in the comments if you do associate a particular scent or smell, candles, the wafers, if you use potpourri. I know a lot of people like to have a dish of potpourri. Like that's a common thing. I'm curious, let's hear what your take is on it, and if you also associate a scent to your babies, reborns, silicones. Have you smelled your silicone doll? Does it have a scent? I'm curious. Share it below. And yeah, just a fun little topic. So I hope you all have a great day, and you'll see me very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.